Just need to turn that down a bit. Right, okay. Hello, everybody. Oof. That green screen's not very good, is it? Look, I'm kind of not existing. Then I do exist. Then I don't exist. I think I'll just turn it off. It's kind of moody. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. See, if I do that, or maybe whoop, 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 whoop. That's good. I could just do it like that. It's creepy. Yeah. Let's go to there. Just stick with that for a little while. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It is 4 minutes to 7. We're going to start a quiz very soon. Welcome. If you don't normally find yourself here on a Friday or any of the days, then welcome. It's quiz time. Let's try and get everything in the right place. So I did a quiz Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 o'clock, and also Friday at 9 o'clock, which is the same quiz as 7 o'clock, but it's just later for people who like things later. Look, we have some of our beautiful regulars popping in to say hello. Here's Mr. Tate. All right. Happy Friday for you, Mr. Tate. Marion. Today is Friday. Yeah, got it right. Yeah. Marion literally knows what day of the week it is. Great success. Hello, Janie. Thanks for posting on Facebook. I took Janie's prize round to her because I'm a cheapskate. Save on postage, you see. So, and she don't live far away, so I just took it down there. And then we went and got soup from Porto and Fee and sat on a bench and had soup. It was very nice. I love living in North Edinburgh, especially round here. Trinity, New Haven. Great stuff. The sea's right there. I love having a harbour there. Nice little harbour. Hello, Karen. Hello, Robin. Hello, Sean. Oh, no. Sean's here. Strap yourselves down, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your sides. There might be jokes. Hello, Cali Plant O'Toole. Light-coloured dog and a light-coloured background. Artistic. Hello, Mr. Bernie. I saw you on Twitter complaining that you're about to fall asleep, but you have to stay here because it's your subject tonight on the 50-50 Morocco. You chose that subject, so you got to stay here and at least do that. Hello, Norman. Hello, Neil. Are the pubs open yet? The answer is no. I actually contacted one of the pubs earlier this week, Brass Monkey Leaf, and they said probably mid-May. It's not really worth their while opening until you can have booze indoors. Now, this is not going to be the same for all pubs. Some pubs are more food. They might open earlier. But in terms of me and in terms of the quiz and in terms of the Brass Monkey, anyway, that's the only person. Scott from the Monkey. I spoke to Scott on messages, and he's looking at the middle of May. Still not quite certain. Still a bit of wait and see what's going on. So feels like it's just about coming, you know. So, you know, maybe in 1 month from now, maybe I'll be doing a quiz. I don't know. In a pub. Beautiful cat. Great comment. Porto and Fee is good. It's always, I never get rubbish stuff out of there. It's always good stuff. Oi. McElroy. Mr. Spedge. It's 1 minute to 7. Hi. Chameleons are here. Teaming up with Jerry and Richie as Norman. Glasgow Style. Shona. Hello there. How you doing? Great to see all the names. Oh God, here come the utterly awful jokes. Look, they're themed because it's the time of year. How does the Easter Bunny deliver eggs? By airplane? The best pubs do have booze. That's ridiculous, isn't it? You open a pub with no booze. Utterly insane. That's the whole point. Nearly. You know, not that I advocate alcoholism. What do you call a pile of kittens a meowton? Well, you know, so far the jokes are not cutting through, but we'll see what happens. Hello, Noodle Doodles. Hello, Richard. Team rivalry kicking off. Right, give us a share, folks, if you can. I'm going to ask you to do that. A little bit of help. Hit that share button. Share it with somebody who might like a quiz. You know what I mean? Happy Good Friday. Yeah, Jesus got banged up on this very day. 2,500 years ago, roughly. 2,000 years ago. More or less. What do you get if you pour boiling water in a rabbit hole? Hot mud. It's Dr. Paul o'clock. Yeah, I'm going to start rebranding this stuff. British Summertime. GMT. DP Meantime. Team Spragda. Hello there. No sign of the titties. Give them a buzz. Get them on. Maybe they forgot. I mean, it's a holiday weekend. Not that particularly means much these days. What would you normally be doing if it was a non-plague Good Friday? You'd be in the boozer? A lot of people would be. Right, anyway, it's after 7 o'clock, so let's get started. Thanks for coming to the quiz tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I understand the sound of music is on television, so thanks for making this choice. Right, okay, how to play the quiz. It's really simple. Most of you know this already. You've been here before. Answer the questions. By the way, can somebody tell me that the sound's okay? I'm just assuming it is. No one's complained. Can someone just tell me that the sound is okay? So answer the questions as you hear the questions. Just write them down. Write them down on a bit of paper. You mark yourself after each round. You do your own marking. And don't shout out answers in the chat. All right, it's an important thing. Don't shout out the answers in the chat because people are just trying to answer the questions. Except for bonus questions. If I declare a bonus question, then whoever's first to answer gets on the wheel of names, okay? And the wheel is where you want to be if you're going to win some prizes. Last time we played, and the thing is, you keep your score through. At the end of the quiz, I ask you to upload your scores, then I make a league table. So the league table for the last quiz was from Wednesday. I am Smarticus, that's Karen, right at the top on 76. Ordered by Pickles, right? So Gherkin's at the top, the king of pickles. Fabian's, Breeder D, Pavlov's, Dogs, Chameleons, Quizzy Boos, Noodle Doodles. A lot of teams in the middle. Pickled Onion, Double Deckers, UK Alliance, Social Outcast, Peter Middlemass, London Lockdown, Heats and Mints, Triangulation, Lumpy Crave, Jocks, Nomad, Let's Get, Quiz Go Party, Le Tromblon, and right down at the bottom, Pickled Egg. It's not my thing. Penguin Party, Fears, John and Morganites, Lorna Marion, and Frightened Pork as well. I actually saw The Sound of Music for the first time properly only a couple of years ago. Thought it was great. Yeah, I kind of knew it. You know loads of clips, but I don't think I ever watched it all the way through. It's really good. Thank you for letting me know about sound. Cheers, everybody who just commented on that. Thank you very much. You can hire me to do a Zoom quiz if you want a private quiz. Get in touch. Oh, yeah, Deadpool has actually just clicked into, I should say May now open. We've got the entries for April because March is finished, so I'll update you on that soon. Right, prizes tonight. What time is it? 3 minutes past. We're doing okay for time. Some of the prizes tonight are Karen's bookshelf is rapidly being emptied into your bookshelf, and tonight's book is City of Fire by Robert Ellis. So thanks for that, Karen. That puts you on the wheel. If you donate a prize, you get on the wheel, you see. Rory, who will probably be along at the later quiz, has donated this handbag theft prevention device, right? So you clip that to, you go to the boozer, you take a handbag, you clip that to the table and then hang your bag off it. And it's not just any old handbag theft prevention device. It's a souvenir of Venice. Absolutely mental. I don't know, Richard, because there's not necessarily a winner. It depends who, someone has to be picked. It's the most famous person of the month to die, as long as it's picked by somebody. There's not a winner, unless somebody actually picks someone who dies during the month. So I haven't checked yet. Not checked yet. Anyway, party, look at this. This is my new Friday habit, party fun box. So last week it was the Smirnoff Ice. This week it's the Blue Wicked, plus Iron Brew Pastels and Stroop Waffle Minis and a deck of cards. Absolutely insane. Party fun box number 2. You can win that tonight. It'll change your life. Party box, look at that. Absolutely mental. Quizogeny have been sponsoring the quiz. It's a feminist pub quiz fanzine taking down the patriarchy 5 rounds at a time. Quizogeny. And it's issue number 7 tonight, out of 7. So this is the last time just now that we'll be doing Quizogeny. It's been great to be associated with them. Very popular. And badge, not just a fanzine and a badge. That's the prize. And there's others. I've got other stuff as well. So we'll get to that later on. But you have to get on the wheel. Mr. Doyle, I'll just quickly answer that. How do you decide who's more famous? It's a 10-year average on Google Trends brackets worldwide. So if there are 2 people who have been picked who die in the same month, I put those names into Google Trends, set it to 10 years worldwide, and then it shows who's searched more. So basically that's it. I think it's just a non-brand, basically. Non-brand. I'm pretty sure I've got Rory's name right. Rua Erete. He says it's the Sky spelling because there's all these different Rurys. Anyway, it's 6 minutes past. I meant to hit the first question at 5 past. So here we go. You all ready? Thanks very much. Please share if you haven't shared already, because it does get you a point. Doesn't just get the word out there. It's gets you a point as well. Right, here we go. Round 1 is the same letter round. So what happens here is that all of the answers begin with the same letter. As soon as you get the letter, you're flying. Here we go. Here come the questions. We're ready. Hello, Mr. Scanlon, by the way. Right, question number 1. Which action film star played the part of Conan the Barbarian in the 1982 film Conan the Barbarian? All right, so who played the title role in Conan the Barbarian 1982? What's the name of the actor? Titty Biscuits are getting their vaccine just now. Bad timing. Well, I don't think there's really a bad timing for that. It's all good. They might catch the 9 o'clock quiz. I don't know. Right, question number 2. Which US city has a Major League Baseball franchise called the Braves? Okay, the something Braves, something being the name of the city. Remember, all the answers begin with the same letter in the first round. That's question number 2. Question number 3 in the same letter round. Which single month of the year contains dates which can be birthdays for both the Leo and the Virgo star signs? So like each, if you don't know about star signs, each one is split over 2 months. So each month has got 2 star signs. What is the only month of the year that's got birthdays for Leo and birthdays for Virgo? That's the question. So the answer is 1 month of the year. You know what I mean? If you're not clear, just ask me if I'm not being clear. Question number 4. What's the word for a motorway in Germany? All right. We call it a motorway. What do the Germans call it? Their equivalent. More or less exactly the same thing. No speed limit on part of it. Some of it. Number 5 in the classic 1942 film Casablanca. What song does Rick ask Sam to play again? So Rick is Humphrey Bogart, and he doesn't quite say "play it again, Sam." That's the famous quote. It's worded slightly differently in the film. But what is the name of the song that he's trying to get Sam to play once more? All right. Famous film, Casablanca. What is the title of the song that Rick tries to get Sam to play again? Okay. Thank you very much, Noodle Doodles. Straight in there. Karen just behind. Tell me that you're ready. There's Janie as well. That's the game. You tell me if you're ready, and then I'll know when to move on. For anyone who's just come in the door, I'm just going to quickly recap these questions. Or if you're not quite sure where which one's which. Here they are, just very quickly one more time, then I'll do the answers for the first round. So question number 1, who plays Conan the Barbarian in Conan the Barbarian, 1982? Number 2, which US city's got a Major League Baseball franchise called the Braves? The something Braves, what's the name of the city? Number 3, which month of the year can have birthdays for both Leos, like me, and Virgos, like some of you? Number 4, what is the name for a motorway in Germany? And number 5, what's the song? Na 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 na. It goes like that. Perfect rendition. But what's the title of the song? Okay. I better tell you the answers because you're already struggling. Yeah, you'll know them. You'll know them. Cool. Well, you're going to know the answer to that one if you just happen to be your entire team is represented in the Zodiac question. Right, okay, let's go. Here come the answers. Right, you score yourself, you do your own marking, and you score 2 points for each answer. You ready? Here we go. Did you get the letter, by the way? I bet you did. Letter A for Aberdeenshire East. Okay, Conan the Barbarian. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look at him. Check it out, man. He's been on the eggs. True, Mr. Burney. Yes, absolutely. Just so happened. Coincidence, but a nice coincidence. Arnold Schwarzenegger was Conan the Barbarian. Look at the state of the guy. Absolutely amazing. Number 2, the Braves. That is the Atlanta Braves. Okay. Atlanta Braves. Kind of tricky if you don't know the baseball. You had to guess a American city star. If you got that one wrong, tell us what you put, because I'm trying to think what other cities you might have thought of. Maybe Albuquerque or something like that. But let us know. Same with all the questions. If you get one wrong, let us know what you put, because it's always interesting. Leo and Virgo, both August. All right. Summertime. The living is easy. Leo's the start of August. Virgo's the end of August. Number 4, Germany is the Autobahn. You know that one. And, right, okay. Rick wants Sam to play the song again. The song is As Time Goes By. You must remember this. Hey, he's just a kiss. A case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Yeah, that's my version. Okay, what did you get? Kind of creepy, that little gif. Okay. 2 points for each of those correct answers. So 10 for the points, 10 for the questions, but there are bonuses here. This is where you add them on. So you add 2 points onto your total score if you are a subscriber. If you are not a subscriber, hit subscribe now. You get 2 points instantaneously. If somebody on the team shares the quiz, you get +1. And if it is your birthday, you get +1. Let us know if it's your birthday. So the usual maximum is 13, 14 if it's your birthday, but usual maximum is 13. There's all the answers. Schwarzenegger, Atlanta, August, Autobahn, As Time Goes By. Spragda got 11. Sean Maduro got 11. 13 for the fists. But we needed your clue. What, the kazoo clue? The Kaz clue. Nothing till 13 and then got the letter. Yeah. Fair, not a terrible, not a difficult. Well, a couple of tricky questions, but not an overall nightmare of a round. I think you all got the letter, put it that way. Let's crack on. Picture round. Okay, round 2 is picture round. I had to read that twice. Clint Eastwood's The Team. I was singing Autobahn to myself a couple hours ago. For a second, I thought you had Clint Eastwood round the house singing Autobahn to you, which would be good. Okay, picture round. Here we go. As a young person, which Canadian music star is this? Pictured here as a 10th grader, which is like, I don't know, third year high school for us. Secondary school, however you want to say it. But 10th grade, they say in America. Or Canada. So which Canadian music star is this? Pictured here as a 10th grader. What? They hired midgets for the end scene of Casablanca as they couldn't hire a real plane, so used a model in the background. No! Midgets. No. Question number 2. Which animal does this spectacular arse belong to? What a bottom. Fantastic. But which animal's arse is that? Okay, by the way, have I got... Is that a bit loud, the background music? I think it might be. Just going to put it down proper. Okay, who is this famous drugs cheat winning this 100-meter race at the 1988 Olympic Games? So the guy with his arm in the air is winning that race, but he's a drugs cheat. So is he really winning? You know? What's the name? Number 4. What is the name of this computer game? Video games. Released in 2001. It's part of a series of games. So if you get the series, you get 1 point. If you get the exact version, you get both points. So a very popular computer game for those who like that sort of thing. This particular version was released in 2001. Name the franchise for 1 point. Name the actual version, actual iteration of the game for both points. I think I'm right in saying it's made in Scotland. I'm not sure. I'll check that in a second. Number 5. Oh yeah. What musical instrument is this? And I'll give you a clue here. This starts with the letter A. The same letter thing is only the first round, right? This is just an extra clue for this particular question. What's the name of that musical instrument? You strum it. You strum the top bit like that. You kind of hold it there. Ching, 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 ching. And you press the buttons to make different chords. Sounds a bit like a guitar, but like really jangly and resonant, like a 12-string, but with more strings. Okay, let me just recap those. You tell me when you're ready. Thank you very much, Karen. Thank you, Big. Okay, so who's the Canadian singer or music star, musician, as a 10th grader? Name that arse. Name that drug cheat 100-meter super Olympic champion. He had it taken off him a few hours later, but for that moment, he was Olympic champion. Number 4, name the video game. Came out in 2001. And what is the name of this musical instrument? Name if it begins with letter A. Right, okay. Ready. Quattro formaggio. Ready. Beautiful. Right. Here we go. Pictures, answers. Try to whip through fairly quickly because we've got pub quiz versus politics at 8 o'clock tonight. The Labour Party are making their debut tonight. So which Canadian music star is this as a 10th grader? Here is the answer. 2 points if you get this right. It's your pal, Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne. 2 points for Avril Lavigne. That's what she looked like in high school. or grades. I don't know what type. I don't know how they work out schools in North America, but that's 10th grade, whatever that is. Okay, the mighty big red arse belongs to a baboon. A baboon's arse. You know, you've heard that. You hear people referring to other people as looking like a baboon's arse, and that's what they mean, right? Baboon. Number 3, who is the famous drugs cheat with his arm in the air because he knows he's just won the Olympics? Temporarily, anyway. It's Ben Johnson from Canada. Oh, first trivia question to get you on the wheel tonight. Who's second and third there? The guy in the red, number 3, and the guy with the blue shorts, I think number 4 there. But who are those two? First person to put both names correctly in a comment will get on the wheel. Oh, sorry. Can't you see the answers? That's because I've got the comments. Sorry. Carl Lewis and Linford. Yeah, that's right. Carl Lewis and Linford Christie. Actually, Diana was the first. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, Lewis and Christie. You know, Raymond was the first one to actually answer it there. Hang on, or were you? I think it jumped an awful lot, so I thought. See, the Chameleons got Carl Lewis. Andrew Burney got Linford Christie, but Raymond was the first to get them both in one comment. That's what I'm looking for. So Raymond Hogg, I'm going the wheel. Look, I'll stick Andrew Burney on the wheel for being the first to mention Linford Christie, and I'll put Michael Graven of the Chameleons on the wheel for being the first to mention Carl Lewis. And that's the surnames. Then I think what I'll do, Carl Lewis and Bugs Bunny. Close. Janet, close. And then I'll put Mr. Scanlon on there because he's the first to actually type out properly first and second name. Okay, so there we go. David Scanlon. So I forgot to do some in the first round, so kind of makes up a bunch of names there on the wheel. Right, okay. And let's get the rest of these answers. Number 4 is Grand Theft Auto 3. So if you knew it was Grand Theft Auto of any type, you give yourself 1 point. But if you got exactly Grand Theft Auto 3, then you get both points. Okay? Do you know what I mean? And number 5, what's this? It's an auto harp. Auto harp. Quite nice sounding instrument. It looks like a real, doesn't look like very easy to play. Kind of have to do that. It's up there all the time. It's kind of halfway between a guitar and a harp and an accordion. Buttons done with chords. Great stuff. I got slightly lost this morning watching about 15 minutes of different auto harp videos on YouTube. Went for Alanis Morissette. Aye, yeah, fair enough. Aye, there's a set of about 6 Canadian pop stars, and it probably wasn't Bryan Adams. So you're down to your Morissette, Shania Twain, Levine, Celine Dion. That's it. That's the 4, isn't it? 4 Canadians. Is it Vice City? I don't know. Got absolutely no idea. Let me just look that up. For your Grand Theft Auto 3. I know some of them have got more complicated titles than that. I think it's called Grand Theft Auto 3. And it looked like Vice City is different. Grand Theft Auto Vice City is the year after. It's number 4. Vice City is number 4. Grand Theft Auto 3 is just called Grand Theft Auto 3. Okay? And I didn't even put the full thing in the answers there, but I spotted that typo first. Okay, right, let's move on. Yeah, I saw you saying that. I didn't mention it, Ollie, because it was half of the right answer. So, 1 point for that. Yeah, it's kind of harpy. So, I'd give yourself 1 point for that. KD Lang as well. Aye, right enough. Jodie Mitchell. Don't know. It's just it's probably printing because it's probably from one of those what do you call them, yearbooks. So it's probably just cheaper printing, black and white back then, 90s maybe, or maybe the 80s. Okay. Fun. The auto harp. Yeah, there's a few connections tonight between the questions. Right, sound round. It's film clips tonight. So, what am I going to do? I'm just going to go to iTunes, stop the background music, get the playlist on for tonight's film clips. Go to the mixer, put the volume up so you can hear it when I play it. Right, we're all set. So I'm going to show you this list of films. You have to pick the correct 5 films when I play these clips, okay? So it's as simple as that. I'm just going to get started. So here is clip number 1. I'll go light on the clues the first time around. I might add some clues second time around, but just try and match the film to the clip. Here is clip number 1. Oops, that's not right. Here is clip number 1.
Our commando unit will approach from Fish Street under cover of night and make our way to the northwestern main drain. If questioned, we are sewage workers on our way to a conference. Ridge, our glorious leader and founder of the PFJ, will be coordinating consultant at the drain head, though he himself will not be taking part in any terrorist action as he has a bad back.
So that's Reg out because he's got a bad back. Okay, number 2 is a 2015 film. Listen carefully to this. See if you can work out which film this is.
Sit tight and let us do our job.
Hey, officer, I'm sorry. What is going on out?
Can you stay right there, please? We're trying to check these bangers, make sure they're clean.
All right, I'm sorry. These are not bangers, okay? These are artists.
Excuse me, artists?
Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah,
What kind of artists?
rappers, and they're working with me in the studio right now.
Well, see, rap is not an art. And I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm the manager.
Well, you're wasting your time, Mr. Manager.
You got to be kidding me.
You're wasting your time.
Really?
These clients of yours, these
Yeah.
rappers,
Yeah.
they look like gang members.
So that's a wee altercation between the police and some musicians. Right, okay, question number 3, or film number 3, is this drama film from 1995. What's this?
The option with the fewest question marks for safety.
I agree with Jerry. Use the moon's gravity, slingshot them around.
No, the LEM will not support 3 guys for that amount of time.
Barely holds.
I mean, we've got to do a direct abort. We do an about face. We bring the guys right home right now.
Get them back soon, absolutely.
Okay, so a little bit of drama unfolding there. Number 4 is quite a bit older. Can you identify the film from this? Number 4.
You wink, you do a double blink, you close your eyes, and jump.
Is something supposed to happen?
Bert, what utter nonsense.
Utter nonsense. Okay, number 5, the last one, is a film from 2013.
See it. So my friend bought me a box of tampons. And I'm telling you, I had such a hard time inserting those. And it would just stick halfway out. It's just like a Roman candle. And that is how I found out I was born with a shallow vagina.
There you go. Killer line. Like a Roman candle. All right, I'm going to play it one more time. Let me know if you're ready already. But here they are once again. So the first one, a comedy classic. What's this?
Our commando unit will approach from Fish Street under cover of night and make our way to the northwestern main drain. If questioned, we are sewage workers on our way to a conference. Ridge, our glorious leader and founder of the PFJ, will be coordinating consultant at the drain head, though he himself will not be taking part in any terrorist action as he has a bad back.
Great excuse. Okay, number 2 is a 2015 film. Altercation between the police and some musicians.
Sit tight and let us do our job.
Hey, officer, I'm sorry. What is going on out?
Can you stay right there, please? We're trying to check these bangers, make sure they're clean.
All right, I'm sorry. These are not bangers, okay? These are artists.
Excuse me, artists?
Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah,
What kind of artist?
Rappers, and they're working with me in the studio right now.
Well, see, rap is not an art. And I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm the manager.
Well, you're wasting your time, Mr. Manager.
You gotta be kidding me.
You're wasting your time.
Really?
These clients of yours, these
Yeah,
rappers,
yeah.
they look like gang members.
Okay, number 3 is a 1995 film. Listen to this.
It's the option with the fewest question marks for safety.
I agree with Jerry. Use the moon's gravity, slingshot them around.
No, the LEM will not support 3 guys for that amount of time.
It barely holds
I mean,
two.
we've got to do a direct abort. We do an about face. We bring the guys right home right now.
Get him back soon. Absolutely.
Number 4 is an older film, the 60s.
You wink. You do a double blink. You close your eyes and jump.
Is something supposed to happen?
Bert, what utter nonsense. See it.
Classic, but rather
You
easy.
wink.
Oh, start accidentally playing it again. Right, here is number 5. It's a 2013 film.
See it. So my friend bought me a box of tampons. And I'm telling you, I had
Tampons.
such a hard time inserting those. And it would just stick halfway out. It's just like a Roman candle. And that is how I found out I was born with a shallow vagina.
Great stuff. Right, okay. Here come the answers. I notice Mr. McElroy saying that's a little bit easy. Bit easy, that. Right. If you don't get 10 out of 10 on this, Peter, then you're sacked. Let's see. It's a bit easy. Absolutely. You can't say that and not get 10 out of 10. Here we go. Right. Number 1, Reg will not be taking part in the direct terrorism because of the bad back. That is, of course, Life of Brian. All right. The PFJ or JFP, whatever it is, launching an attack on the Romans. Number 2 is Straight Outta Compton. Name the band. What? That's a film about a band. First person to name who the band is in the chat will get their name on the wheel. It's a not a documentary, but a drama about a band becoming big. Yes, OCATs, that's right. NWA is the right answer. So OCATs gets on the wheel with that one. Nice work. West Coast LA hip hop early days. Well, not exactly early days of hip hop, but when it was just becoming big. Right, number 3 is Apollo 13. It's men in a control room in Houston or wherever it is arguing about how to bring Apollo 13 home because there's been a fire and it's a bit of a situation. Number 4 is Mary Poppins. We were talking about this last week about the songs Supercalifragilistic. So they're about to jump into the painting. Bert gets the magic wrong. Mary Poppins sorts it out. And the last one is We're the Millers, which I've not seen. I just got that clip off of Netflix last night, and it looks like one of those comedies that would be fairly funny while you're watching it and then just instantly forget the whole thing as soon as you finish watching it. We're the Millers. Okay. 10 out of 10 for Lorna. Marion takes a back seat in that round. Easy. Let the step in time. Let the step in time. Step in time. I thought earlier on, I thought Gary Palmer was a new person, but of course, it's Gary Palmer who's been here before, but hasn't got the lightsaber sort of spooky picture anymore. I liked that one. That was good, Gary. It's really spooky. Woohoo! The Chameleons say Bunny's favourite kind of music, hip hop. As an Easter joke, right, Michael? That you're going on the wheel for that. One comedy spot per night. That joke is so bloody awful that it's great. That puts you on the wheel. 10s, quite a lot of 10s. 10, surprisingly, says Roddy. 10 for Central Belters, 10 for Janie, 10 for Noodle Doodles. Right, it looks like, and there is Mr. McElroy with his 10. It looks like he was right. It looks like it was an easy round. Quite a few 10s. Whoa, Felix missed Life of Brian. What on earth could you have put instead of Life of Brian? I thought I'll put a really easy one in first, just to get everyone going. Thought I was going to ask what the PFJ stood for. Nah, get them all mixed up. Why was Jesus crucified at Easter? Because there was a sale on wood and nails at B&Q. It's a shame I just gave away the comedy slot on the wheel, Marion, because that would have got you on there. But only one comedy slot per night. Right. Where are we? It's 35 minutes past 7. We're doing okay. I'm going to try and get the main quiz finished, done and dusted for 8 o'clock. We're going to be having Graham Downey of the Labour Party on at 8 o'clock to do a quick quiz. Pub quiz versus politics. Labour Party are the last of the main parties to take part. So they're on 0 at the moment, and they'll be hoping to get more than 25, which is the lowest score at the moment, which was Darren Watt the other night. I don't know if you saw Darren, Tory for Cowdenbeath. Tory, but a great guy. Try and work that one out. Anyway, anagram. You ready for an anagram? You get 60 seconds to solve this. Don't shout out the answer to this one. It's not to get on the wheel. It's for 3 points. Okay? So if you think you've got it, don't shout the answer out. Just say that you've got it. Say you're ready, or say have got it, or something like that. Everyone gets 60 seconds to solve this. You understand? Right, here we go. So lateral puck. Unscramble that. Unscramble those letters to give us the name of a famous person. Hell, hell, hell awaits you, Marion. You're gonna hell. What have the Romans ever done for us? I nearly put that in as the clip, actually. But it was maybe just too famous, too obvious. So I went for that other one. It's still kind of hard to miss. I'm surprised that Felix missed it. It's one of those things that you know, Life of Brian, even if you've not watched it for like 30 years. You still know most of the lines. Beak says, got it. Quite late in the game before anyone said they got it. Usually people get this straight away. I'll give you a small clue on this one. It's a female person, and it's a person that I sometimes get mixed up with somebody from the sound round. Or used to kind of know the difference now, but used to kind of get them mixed up. Think we've got it? Think we've got it? Got it? Right, okay. For 3 points, if you got this, the right answer is Petula Clark. Used to get a bit mixed up with Julie Andrews. You know what I mean? Actually, that's a good little bonus. Tell us 2 people or people or bands maybe that you get mixed up in quizzes. Like the classic is Shawaddy Waddy and darts, right? Or like the Temptations and the Four Tops. Certainly from a pop master point of view, I always get those 2 mixed up. Didn't get that one. Petula Clark. She sold millions of records. A surprising amount of records. It's, you know, you just think of Petula Clark for Downtown. That's a song. Downtown. Da, 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 da. But yeah, 68 million records sold. Kind of amazing. Paper Lace and Black Lace. Yeah, that's good. Saxon and Iron Maiden. Marion, the same way that you've never seen a film, some folk just don't care about Shawaddy and darts. Or some people care enough to know who they are, but still get them a bit mixed up. I don't know why this is for the wheel. I don't know how I'm supposed to judge what the best is. So I'll ignore that. I'll just enjoy the comments. Aye. Yeah, that's one. Graham, actually, I'll put you on the wheel for that. I think that's how we'll do it. It's the first one that resonates with me, so I make that mistake all the time as well. Detroit Spinners and Detroit Emeralds, get them mixed up. Aye, it's one of the Detroits, and then get them mixed up. Right, so Graham, you're on the wheel for that. That wasn't a very sort of kind of concrete competition there, but well done. Mr. Burney. That's good. We like Doogie Vipont. He used to come to a club that I ran in Glasgow. A regular customer. Good guy, you know. Okay. Right, thumbs up. Please like the quiz. If you like the quiz, please like the quiz. That's me officially asking you just to go down there and hit the wee likey thing because it helps me. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. Deacon Blue and Sports Scene. I'm never quite sure what's going on. Right, Lino. This is a bit like, well, it's a different type of round. This is name these places. They all start with the letter D. Now, I've given you some maps that are outlines, hence Lino, right? A bit like Blanco, but Lino. Does he do landward now as well? Amazing. Scooter and Motorhead. Brilliant. Scooter. Faster, harder, scooter. Right. So places beginning with D. These are all outlines of places beginning with D. I'll give you some extra clues. Now, I'm just leaving those for a few seconds because some of you might just get them straight away, but I'm going to give you some extra clues to help out. So the first one is a country, which is not too far away. Second one is also a country, quite a lot further away. The third one is an English county. The fourth one is a US state. And the fifth one is a county in Northern Ireland, a Northern Irish county. So that makes it a lot easier. I can see some of you saying cities or countries or counties or what. So there's a few different things, but I've labelled each one. So that's the whole round. It's just 5 of these. No shouting out. Just write them down, and when you think you're ready, tell me you're ready. Scottish football does have dignity, certainly in the lower leagues. League 2, that's where it's at. Edinburgh City. La da 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 da. Always find me downtown. So, Stevenson, Doyle, Hall, Duff, Corner, already. I've had to look at this fact about 3 or 4 times just to believe it. Petula Clark, 68 million records. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, I know it sounds like a lot, but it is. There's a lot of really famous bands have only sold 10 million or something like that. Whereas if Petula Clark came up on 3 and 10 on Popmaster, I would get Downtown, Don't Sleep in the Subway, and then I'd get stuck. I'd probably name 2. It's got a list of our best known hits here. I Know a Place. Well, I do know that one. My Love, not sure about that. A Sign of the Times, don't know that. I Couldn't Live Without Your Love. No. Who Am I? Colour My World. This Is My Song. Brackets by Charlie Chaplin. Don't Sleep in the Subway. The Other Man's Grass Is Always Greener. Kiss Me Goodbye. And she was also in loads of films. And she's 88. Deadpool fans. Petula is huge in France. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like she's always ranked kind of lower than Dusty Springfield. Like 60s people who remember the 60s always going about Dusty Springfield and Sandy Shaw being their favourites, but in terms of female singers. But it looks like Pet Clark was way ahead of all of them. Let's have a look. I'm looking up Dusty Springfield. Nah, not as many, I don't think. I can't see a total. I mean, some big sellers there, for sure. Anyway, back to this. You all ready? Yeah, ready. Okay, I'm going to get on with it because it's coming up for quarter 2. Still got 2 rounds to fit in after this. Here we go. Lino. 2 points for each of these. 2 points for each of these. So number one, we actually mentioned this in a question recently as well. The Jutland Peninsula. That's plus associated islands. That's Denmark. 2 points for Denmark. Oh yeah, I said it wasn't too far away. Just across the North Sea. There's Denmark. Number two is I said it was slightly further away. It's way down in the Caribbean. It's Dominican Republic. Well done if you got that one. English county number three is landlocked. Very much in the centre of the British Isles, or the Great Britain mainland. It's Derbyshire. That's on the side of a mug, that picture. And it's got the flag of Derbyshire as an extra clue. The US state, I don't think there's any others that start with D. I don't think so anyway. Delaware. Delaware. And number five, Northern Irish county, just outside Belfast on the east of the country, is County Down. County Down! Oh, better not do the accent. Massively insulting. Sorry about that, Northern Irish people, if there's anyone here. We were convinced it was Djibouti for number two. I was going to do Djibouti, and I thought, nah, too difficult. Hey, we got some 10s. That's really good. 10 out of 10 for Cali Plant O'Toole. 10 for Heeds Immense. Great stuff. Dorset. Nah. Again, I nearly chose Dorset. You know why I chose Derby instead of Dorset? Because it fitted in up and down better. I needed an arrow one. And Dorset's more kind of landscape. I needed something more portrait. Yeah, I quite like this round. Thank you, Maz. I like this round. Went for Derry and then changed to Donegal. Nah, County Down. Durham and Derry. I don't think there's a county, Londonderry. Is there? Or is there? Donegal's in the Republic. It's not Northern Ireland. Let's see. Londonderry. Derry. I know it's two different things. See, Wikipedia just has it as Derry. And then Derry, comma, officially Londonderry. What county is it in? All right, it's County Londonderry is the official name. Right, but I guess they call it County Derry as well. Right. Let's move on. 50-50. Right, Morocco. Thank you, Andrew Burney, for suggesting this. 50-50 round's a good round to have a specialist on because it's 50-50, so you can guess even if you know nothing about the chosen subject. I'm glad a couple of you liked that round. I liked doing it, so I might do that again. That sort of outline thing. It was quite easy to put together as well. It's quite good. You're reacting well to this. The Fabians thought we were fracked up, but we dug deep and got them. Proper quiz question. Loved it. Good stuff. Good. Right, okay, popular. Right. I will remember that. I'll do that again. Right, 50-50 Morocco. Thank you, Andrew, for suggesting this. Here we go. So, fairly straightforward to start off. What is the design at the centre of the flag of Morocco? Is it a moon or a star? What is the shape on the flag of Morocco? Is it a moon or is it a star? That is question number one. Question number two, leather goods. Now, which animal was traditionally used to make the finest grade of Moroccan leather? I've been to Morocco, and indeed there are quite a lot of leather goods in the markets. But which animal must be skinned, must die, in order to create the finest grade of Moroccan leather? Is it camel or is it goat? Camel or a goat? Beag wants outlines of different types of lemur. Actually, outlines could work for, not just for geographical shapes. Could work for animals, actually, thinking about it. Hip Hopperocco. Doesn't really work, but there you go. What is the stage name of El Hadi Mzuri, Morocco's #1 rapper? Is he called Arab or is he called Muslim? What's his stage name? All right, El Hadi Mzuri is his real name. And he is Morocco's #1 rapper. Very popular. But what's the stage name? Is he called Arab or is he called Muslim? That's question number 3. Hip Hopperocco. Question number 4 is about books set in Morocco. Which 1959 American novel ends up in Tangier in Morocco? Is it Henderson, the Rain King, or is it The Naked Lunch? Which one of those books ends up in Tangier? 1959 American novel. All right. Henderson, the Rain King, or The Naked Lunch. And the last one here, as well as Arabic, what is the other official language of Morocco? Is it Berber or is it French? So Morocco has 2 official languages. One is Arabic. What is the other one? Is it Berber or is it French? So that is the 50-50 round. Here are the questions one more time. So what's the shape in the flag? Is it a moon or a star? Which animal gets skinned to make the best Moroccan leather? Camel or goat? Who is El Hadi Mzuri? Is he Arab or is he Muslim? Which American novel ends up in Tangier? Henderson, The Rain King, or The Naked Lunch? The last one, what's the other official language of Morocco besides Arabic? Is it Berber or is it French? Okay. You like it. I like it. You like it. Ready. No question about Morocco, Mo. Nah, he didn't make the cut. He was there. He was in the shortlist, but he didn't make the cut. Okay. Here come the answers, because you don't have to think too much in this, right? Just pick the right answer. So number 1, the center of the Moroccan flag, it's a star. Most of you will know that one. If you're bothering to do a quiz on a Friday night, you're probably pretty good at flags and stuff like that. So that's the Moroccan flag. Nice big green star. The green and the red, I don't know. I don't think it's great design. Nah, no question about Hicham Zeru Ali either, Marion. He didn't even make the shortlist, to be honest. Number 2, which animal was traditionally used to make the finest grade of Moroccan leather? Camel or goat? That is your goat. The goat must die, and then you can get great leather. Number 3, El Hadi Mzuri, Morocco's #1 rapper. He is called Muslim. That's his hip hop name. There he is. You can tell he's a rapper because he's standing like that. See? Rockers stand like that. Hip hop guys stand like that. It's important not just to be arms crossed, but slightly 3/4 profile. That's hip hop. And a bonnet. He's probably bald. Which American novel ends up in Tangier? It's The Naked Lunch. William Burroughs. Place on the wheel to anyone who can name the author of Henderson, the Rain King, which is a 1959 American novel, and it does end up in Africa, but a different part of Africa. But who's the writer of Henderson, the Rain King? American author. There's no camels in Morocco. There was in 1986. I went to Morocco in 1986 and we saw camels. Yeah, I don't. That's right, Tate. Oh, You weren't exactly first. Struan Mills. Oh no, actually, Karen Duff. The book queen herself, Queen of Books, obviously going to get that one right first. No mucking about as well. Right answer, spelled correctly. Fantastic. Karen Duff, you're on the wheel for the second time tonight, because the other one's for donating books. So it's highly appropriate that you got that one first. Saul Bellow is right. Okay, that's Henderson the Rain King. It looks quite good. Never heard of it until I was writing this question. I thought, that looks quite good. And the other language, apart from Arabic, is Berber. Okay, that's what the Berber alphabet looks like. Pretty different, you know. Great looking alphabet. That's Berber. Berber is correct. So there you go. Star, goat, Muslim, naked lunch, Berber. Okay, we have one round to go. And then we'll be meeting Graham Downey from the Labour Party, who's going to be getting the Labour Party off the ground on the quiz. 4 out of 10 in that round. Big disaster. 8 out of 10 for Das team. 8 out of 10 didn't get a rapper. Yeah. Yeah, you would think it might be like disrespectful or something, but it's called Muslim. Went for Arab and French. They were under the French. They were under French rule, but right, this is the team that suggested Morocco to get 8 out of 10. Thought it was camel. Turns out Sophie's bag she got is camel, so it's shit. Yeah, it's not good. Finest, fine quality, sir. Okay, let's get on with this last round. Had to put my foot down with Berber. Nice work, Tate. All right, okay, let's get the last round done. And then we're going to be playing pub quiz versus politics, and then we'll be doing more names, games for names, up to 8:30. I'll tell you at this point, I'm not going to be spinning the wheel at 8:30. I'm going to spin the wheel after the second quiz, but all the names stay on the wheel. You know what I mean? Same as what I did last week. Anyway, here we go. Double or bust. So you know this final round is double or bust. 4 points for a right answer. That's double the usual score. Double. But you run the risk of going bust. If you put one wrong answer in this round, you get 0 points for the round and you are bust. Wow. Disaster. But you can avoid going bust by leaving blanks. You don't have to answer every question. So you decide which ones you're going to go for. All right. And that's how the round works. So you can get 20 points if you get them all right, but that involves going balls out. Here we go. Question number 1. Which French car manufacturer has had models named the Saxo? That's a typo, by the way. Names named. The Saxo, the Berlingo, and the Xantia. What's the company that makes those? The Saxo, the Berlingo, and the Xantia. That's question number 1. Question number 2. In which 2007 film does Daniel Day-Lewis give an Oscar-winning performance as Daniel Plainview? Character's called Daniel Plainview. The actor is Daniel Day-Lewis. Oscar-winning performance. What is the film? Came out 2007. Bit of a brutal film. Number 3. In which country was the Uber taxi app founded and launched? So you get an Uber if you're into that sort of thing. If I'm getting a taxi, I tend to get a normal taxi because I'm quite old-fashioned, but some of you young folks probably get an Uber. But what country does it come from originally? That's question number 3. Number 4 is what nickname was given to China's 2008 Olympics main stadium? So the main athletics stadium that they used at the Beijing Olympics 2006. What was the nickname given to the stadium? That's question number 4. And the final question this round is a what year question, as it often is. You've got to get within 2 years to get the points here. So what year did both these things happen? Bubbles the chimpanzee was born, later became Michael Jackson's personal chimpanzee. And Cliff Thorburn from Canada made the first ever 147 break in a match at the World Snooker Championships. So you get within 2 years of this to get the points. If you're 2 years out, you're fine. If you're more than 2 years out, you bust. If you go for it, you can, of course, leave it blank like all of them. So let me know when you're ready. I'm going to whip through these questions one more time, then we'll get your answers, and then we'll find out your scores. Then it'll be pub quiz versus politics. Right, so question number one. The French car manufacturer that does the Saxo, the Berlingo, and the Xantia. Number two is Daniel Day-Lewis playing Daniel Plainview. 2007 film, Oscar-winning, brutal film. Name the film. Number three, in which country was the Uber taxi app founded and launched? I see Mr. Doyle's going balls out. Balls out for the Fabians. Nice one. Why does it say Friends Electric? Well, I'll let you work that out. What nickname was given to China's main stadium at the 2008 Olympic, the Beijing main stadium, we call the athletics? Had a kind of animal-related nickname. And the last one, what year Bubbles the chimpanzee was born and Cliff Thorburn made a 147 break, which was the first time it had ever been done at the World Championships in snooker. It's a maximum break if you don't know snooker. Right, I just kind of skip forward there. Right, I'm about to show you the answers. I'm about to, just before I do that, I'm going to remind you what the hell's going on. Just keep jumping about. I'm going to remind you, I'm doing this for tips. I keep my family alive and fed until such time as the pubs can reopen and I can make some actual money doing pub quizzes. This is what I did for a living, folks. So thanks very much to those who have donated and those who do donate. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate every single one that comes in, large or small or in between. And thanks very much. That's the the link for the tip. You can also find the link in the chat underneath. Right, it's after 8 o'clock, so I better get on with this now. I'm going to tell you the answers. You ready? Here we go. Double or bust answers. Right. Saxo, Berlingo, Xantia. The answer is Citroen. 4 points for Citroen. Let's know if you get bust on any of these and what you put. Number two, Daniel Plainview is There Will Be Blood. There he is, being rugged and brutal, which is Oscar territory. You know, you don't really get Oscars for comedy. That's Oscar stuff. There Will Be Blood. Number three is the Uber taxi app. I don't know if this is a trick question or not. It's the United States, which you'd assume these things come from the USA. It's just that it's called Uber, so you might think something else, but it launched in San Francisco back in 2000 and whenever it was. Don't have that number here. Trouble over bridge, water or bust. Let us know what we thought. Oh, what'd you put? Name of the father, right? Fair enough. Number four, the Olympic main stadium 2008 was the Bird's Nest. Because it looks exactly like a bird's nest, sort of. And the last one, Bubbles the chimpanzee. Cliff Thorburn doing a 147. Chimp was born. The Canadian won the snooker. 1983, right? So if you said between 81 and 85, then you have the points. Right, let us know what you got. Oh, there he is. He sank to his knees, mainly because he was about to pick up £18,000 for that, just for that one break. So he was kind of happy at that moment. 18 grand in 1983. That was enough to buy Fife. Most of Fife, not all of Fife, most of Fife. Okay, I'm going to give you a link to upload your scores now so I can do a league table. And I'm a little bit behind schedule, so I hope politicians still there. Let's just spot on with a year. Right, I'm looking at some scores just quickly. 73, 58, 53. Scores are all over the place, so it's going to be a good table tonight. So with that to one side, and well done, everybody. And here's the answers all together. A quick look at those, but I'm going to say hello to our political candidate for this evening, which is all the way from Aberdeenshire East. It's Mr. Graham Downey. Yeah! there.
How you doing?
I'm very well, yes, and I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, got you. All good.
Right. Well, thanks for coming and doing this. You're the first person from the Labour Party to have a go at this. We've had the Greens, we've had the SNP, we've had the Liberal Democrats, we've had the Tories as well. So far, the Greens are at the top, 51 points, which was kind of outstanding. But to be totally fair, Jodie, who did it for the Green Party, is an actual quizmaster now. I know, but there's more to come. It'll be all right. So, Graham, on Wednesday, just gone, a couple of days ago, I had a Tory from Cowdenbeath, right, which is like the man on the moon, right? You're kind of the other way around. You're a Labour person in Aberdeenshire East. I looked up the stats, and like last time Labour was distant fourth. So it's like, what's it like being the outsider in a political contest like this?
Sorry, I mean, any political contest should be the same. You should be able to talk about what your views are and how it can help people. And sometimes that's a bit easier when there's no expectations, I guess. And I watched a bit of the one you had with the guy from Cowdenbeath. I think he probably finds the same. I think it's important those views are still heard, to be honest. And
can you, when you're campaigning around Aberdeenshire East and it's just all like farmers who, is it all right? Did they talk to you, or did they just dismiss you because you're a Labour guy, or what?
We're not allowed to talk to anyone at the moment anyway.
Well, yeah.
We're allowed to leaflet and we're allowed to call people up on the phone, but that's the law. No, I mean, everyone's very nice. I think that's pretty much true the country over. You get some bampots on Facebook and Twitter, but for the most part, people you speak to they're very polite. They'll often, if your hand was out doing some leafleting today, and they'll say, you're from the Labour Party, not for me, and you go, that's fine, no problem, and you move on. And that's, I mean, I've done some weird campaigning over the years where you get some interesting views, but I'd say 98% of people are perfectly nice and civil. You just disagree with them and you move on.
Well, that's very positive, isn't it? It's not like. I think you know what? I think sometimes we forget how lucky we are. A lot of politics in a lot of different countries can be quite tasty in terms of people getting shot by other sides and stuff like that. So, I think we got it probably better.
That's more a Cowdenbeath thing, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit more civilized up your way. So, what's your story? How did you get into it? How did you become a politician? Because you said you've been campaigning before. So, have you been in it for a little while, or?
I'm a political geek. That's the long and short of it. I was the kid at school that was just a political geek. So I was allowed to stay up when I was 11 years old to watch the 1992 general election and got the next day off school. That's that kind of peak level of geekery. And you just, it just kind of sticks with you. You watch all the TV shows when you're younger. You watch the House of Cards, the first one. You watch The West Wing, and you rewatch Yes Minister because your dad tells you it's funny. It turns out it is. And I grew up listening to TV radio shows like the News Headlines. Just satire, really good satire by Roy Hudd. And it's just like anything else. If it's the thing you're really into, then you just keep doing it. It's the first time I've been a candidate, and my job's working as a lobbyist as well. So politics is quite a big part of what I do.
Right. So I've heard this term lobbyist before. I don't know exactly what it is. What is a lobbyist? Who pays you? What are you supposed to do?
So it gets a bit of a bad rap, but it's actually pretty. It's not quite as interesting as it sounds, to be honest, from the outside. Mainly what it is clients will come to you and say, look, we just want to put our view to politicians and you help them. It's that simple. It's nothing underhand. It's all very. It's like having it's like any kind of campaign, I guess. You could say what we do. A lot of us do lobbying on a pretty day-to-day basis. My 6-year-old's got a habit of lobbying for chocolate pudding after dinner, tell me all the reasons why she should get it, and I sometimes say yes and I sometimes say no. So it's it's one of those things. It's mainly about building up an argument, using facts. Believe it or not, a lot of politicians actually still like them, and putting your point of view across, and politicians then decide what they want to do. And I think, as I was saying before, most politicians that I've come across, again across all parties, are in it for the right reasons. Most people want to help people, and we disagree about how the best way to do that is. But I think for the most part, people want to do the right thing. So
you make it sound very civilized, very legitimate, and absolutely nothing to do with envelopes full of money. So you're doing a great job.
I wish it was. It'd be easier.
Right. Listen. What about quizzes? Are you a quiz guy?
Not massively. Sometimes.
Right.
I can beat some of my family trivial pursuit.
You're in big trouble then, because you're about to do a quiz. Now I think you've seen the scoreboard, right? 25 is the one to aim at. If you can get above the Tories, then you'll not be last, and that'll be a good place to be. If you can get anything above 30, be good. The format, just in case you don't know, it's 10 questions. The first one's worth 1 point. Second one was worth 2 points, and so on, 3, 4, and so on. And they get slightly harder as they go on. If you were to get them all right, you would score 55 points. 55 is the maximum, right? So I'm going to start. We're going to do the quiz, all right, Graham, and we're just going to see how you get on. No pressure, just a bit of fun, all right? So you ready? Here we go. Question number 1 is a science question, and it's designed to be a pretty easy one just to get you into it. What kind of animal can be 11 foot long, and it's got a subspecies called Siberian, Sumatran, and Bengal, and usually has orange and black stripes? What kind of animal is that?
Tiger.
Correct. See, it's that easy. You're off the mark. You got 1 point, and that's just to make sure that nobody fails completely. So here we go. Here's question number 2. It's a question about books. Who was the author of Sense and Sensibility, first published in 1811?
And Jane Austen.
Correct. 2 points. This is so far so good. 2 out of 2. 100% so far. Question number 3 is an entertainment question. Now, you mentioned you were 11 in 1992, so you've got no chance here. This is before your time, but you might just pull it out. Which Scottish band from the 1970s had their own television series called Shang a Lang?
Bay City Rollers.
Yes, that's good stuff.
I'm glad parties at my auntie's when I was 5 for that.
Absolutely, this is what aunties are for, just to introduce you to the good stuff, the hard stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff your parents won't let you have. Here's some rollers, kids. Right. Along the way in this quiz, there's a couple of multiple choices just to make it easy. This is the first one, right? So, in which year? This is a bit more difficult now. In which year did John Logie Baird give the first public demonstration of his television? Was it 1926 or 1936?
1926.
Good answer. Yes, absolutely perfect. You had a wee think about that.
Working out exactly when everyone might have them during a war.
Yeah, perfect. Really good answer. Right. Okay, 100% so far. Nothing dropped. We're on question number 5. I'm getting a sense you'll know this one as well. Which German word means lightning war and was used to great effect during the Second World War?
Blitzkrieg.
Perfect. Great stuff. You're going great, Graham. You got everything right so far. We're into the second half. These get a little bit more difficult now. Question number 6 is a
story, that's all.
Aye, I'll let you know. Mind you, that means I've got to add up on the fly, so maybe I won't let you know. I'll probably let you know at the end. Number 6, in which century did the Guinness Brewery begin operations in Dublin? So you don't have to get the exact year, just the century.
18th century.
Is correct. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's the date that's on the on the logo, on the label. Do you know the date off the top? I mean, no extra points here, but
what is this? 1796.
Well, 1759 it is. So it's but you got the century, and that's what counted. 100% so far. Number 7 is your other multiple choice question. Back to literature again. In the name D.H. Lawrence, what does the letter D stand for? Is it David or Dennis?
David.
That is correct. Another good answer. Brilliant. And again, no extra points. Do you know what the H stands for?
I haven't got a clue. David was just a guess.
Right. Aye, David Herbert Lawrence. But there you go. Right. The last 3 are usually a lot more difficult. Number 8 is this. And by the way, you've definitely passed the Tory now. You're above the Conservative Party. So into which gulf, this is a geography question, into which gulf does the Colorado River eventually flow? That's the river that goes through the Grand Canyon. What is the name of the gulf that it eventually empties into?
The Gulf of Mexico eventually.
No, it's not a bad answer. It's the other side of Mexico. It's the Gulf of California. It's the west side. But that is a difficult one, right? 2 questions left. Number 9 for 9 points. There are 2 planets in the solar system that have no moons. One of them is Mercury. What is the other one?
But don't get this. My 6-year-old will kill me because she knows this. Can I go and wake her up?
That's the stuff they know about. My kid knew all about Jupiter when she was 6.
Yeah, that's great. Venus?
Yes! Brilliant.
Honestly, I'd have got into trouble if I hadn't got that right.
That's the first time I've seen you actually slightly shaken. Going for the drink as well. Have to face the kid. What's your daughter called?
Hannah.
Hannah. You have to look Hannah right in the eye and said, I got a Venus question wrong. She be like, better. Now you give me the chocolate.
You look at the book and make me do revision.
Absolutely. These 6-year-olds are unforgiving. Right. Okay. Last question. This is going extremely well. This is going to be a top score. And the last one you have to get within 2 years, right? It's a what year question. You have to get within 2 years. What year was the first year that Pete Sampras, the tennis player, won his first Grand Slam title, which happened to be the US Open? Okay. So the first time that Pete Sampras was a champion at a Grand Slam tournament, what year was it? You have to get within 2 years. I think you heard the end of the quiz, so that you know how this works. Pete Sampras.
1994.
You're just a bit too late. It's 1990. I thought you were going to get it, to be honest, but it's bad luck. So you got the number 10 wrong and you got the number 8 wrong. So it's 18 points off of 55. So you score 37. That's great. Of course you'll take that. That's what you get. Thanks very much, Graham. That was really good. Not ruffled at all. A great showing for the Labour Party. What I'm trying to do is try and do as many of these as I can between now and the election and just add the scores up. And it's for people who don't know who to vote for, because, some people are on the fence. They don't know who to vote for. And the only thing you can do to really work out who to vote for is to have a pub quiz. It's the only fair way. And as somebody suggested a couple of quizzes ago, this is the only time you get a straight answer out of a politician is giving them questions. So that's the dual purpose of that. So what are you doing tomorrow? Have you got any more campaigning tonight, or are you done for the night? Or are you
done for the night? We try not to bother people after 8 o'clock on the phones. It just, funnily enough, drives them absolutely mad, including me. So tomorrow, I've actually no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. I haven't got a clue.
Hey, master plan.
I haven't got a clue, to be honest.
Do you not have like Peter Mandelson phoning you up every 2 minutes going, look, you've got to get in position by 0700 hours, you've got to have the troops on the ground, all that sort of thing? How is the strategy? Is it just, I mean, I don't know what it's like. Is it down to you, or you got a bit of a team, or what?
You get a lot of help from the head offices. I think all the parties are the same. You see what in our case, what Anna Sarwar's been saying about a national recovery plan, and you try and apply that to how it'll work in your area, and you use some of the message you get from them, and then a lot of it's just making sure people know you're there, they know who you are. People get in touch through websites and social media, and you try and answer their questions. Some people got very specific questions. Some people just want to know what you want to do about climate change, or about jobs, or about anything like that. It's a bit of everything, to be honest. You just got to try and make sure people know you exist when you're kind of in that position. So a little bit. Yeah. So do community. Sorry?
In terms of May the 6th, what have you got a personal target? Because I looked at the thing from last time. Labour were 4th in this seat, right? SNP and total. So have you got a target in your mind where you want to be on?
I think as high as possible. No, I think if you stay around the same kind of area would be good for me, to be honest. I don't think there's any risk of me running to Holyrood after this election.
Are you on the list as well, or are you just doing the seat?
No, I'm just doing the seat. So it's. Right. Yes, we'll see how it goes, but it'll be an interesting election. I've been at election counts before, and they're always kind of 2 a.m, and everyone's knackered and running on Red Bull and pork pies you bought from Tesco earlier in the day. This one's going to be on the Friday during the day, and it's going to be not as many. There's usually quite busy occasions, and quite a lot of noise and bustly. It's going to be a bit of a different count. The day happening on the Friday, and I think some are on the Saturday. They've not confirmed when ours are going to be. The Friday or the Saturday, so it's going to be a bit odd from that perspective as well, because usually you've been awake for 60 hours by the time you get to actually a result, and everyone's dying, and you're just sitting there with your head dropped and wondering how much more coffee you can take in. So be a bit different, but everyone a bit refreshed this time. Who knows?
Yeah, mate, it'd be quite nice. Yeah, no, I went to a couple myself in the 90s, working for the BBC back in the day. I did, in fact, I was at 1997, Greenock, when Tony Blair swept to power. That was quite a night in Greenock. I mean, there was no point in counting the votes in Greenock. They just weighed them for Labour. 50 tons of votes for Labour, 50 grams for everybody else put together. It was
the good old days.
But everybody was watching telly and about the whole country, and it was pretty exciting stuff. Listen, I better get away because I've got to get some games for the other people watching. But a couple of people saying you did well. Well done, Graham, says Richard. You did well with all of us watching, and you've posted a great score, 37 for the Labour Party. I'll get the scoreboard up later, and good luck with all the campaigning.
Cheers, thanks so much. Cheers.
Right, thanks, Graham. See you later. Good stuff. Yeah, good score. Labour Party on the board. Right, okay. Richard saying that Peter Mandelson's haircut is otherworldly. Peter Mandelson, huh? Remember him? Right. What are we going to do? Kazula. Yeah, okay. Right, Kazula Palooza, folks. First person who can name these tunes as played by me with alarming accuracy on the golden kazoo will get on the wheel. Right, let's start off with this one. Hang on a second. Can you get my drum machine on? Okay. Turn it down a little bit. That's 1973, by the way. I don't know how the verse goes. We're gonna have to just stick to the chorus. That's close to Anna, but not quite right. There's rain involved, right? And that's it. I was just about to give up there. And Michael's got it. It's I Can't Stand the Rain. And Peebles. I can't stand the rain against my window. Ba, ba, ba. In a position, mate. I can't stand the rain. Right. Doesn't help when I don't really know the chorus, the verse for that one. I was just doing the chorus over and over again. Right, let's try something else. Okay, something a bit slower. From 1980. Okay. Hang on. Hang on, that's not working at all. Let me just get the lyrics up, because that helps sometimes. Hey, that's right, Graham. My Girl, Madness, yeah. It could be that I'm not on the best form tonight. Did anyone get that first? I can't stand the rain. Nah, you see here now, when someone gets it, you can hear it. What time is it? 26 past. This is terrible. Look, Beeg, you're the #1 Kazula Palooza fan, and you're saying this is terrible. Maybe I need to do some practicing. Right, we'll do some Where Am I? I'm obviously not on form tonight, so cross that out. There we go. Take those off the list for later on. Right, okay. Let's do a little bit of Where Am I? What a shocker. Kazula Palooza Nightmare. Have I got? Yeah, I do have. I do indeed have Where Am I ready. Right, let's do a little bit Where Am I? I'm going to show you some Street View, some Google Street View. You got to say where we are. It's down to me picking the songs. I got, you know, if I can pick songs that are just there. Oxford, no, it's not Oxford. I think it's a little further east than Oxford, maybe east, and I think Leicester's closer. Now, where are we? But have a wee chat. Look, it's down there. I can't go down there. I've got my thing. Birmingham, Cheltenham, Blackpool, Kirkcaldy, St Andrews. No. Plymouth, Lincoln, Norfolk, Nottingham, Skegness. Nah, it's not on the coast. Derby, Wolverhampton, Moffat, Newcombe, Nottingham, Great Yarmouth. No. Oh, we've got a right answer. Look, I saw it, then I've lost it. There it is. Diana. Yes. Nice work, Diana. It is rugby. This is rugby. Victoriana. New and second-hand jewellery bought and sold. Gold. And silver. Top prices paid. There's a barber. This is rugby. The Sheep Street Cobblers. Looks all right, yeah. Looks quite couthy. Hey, there's the charity shop. Anyway, this is rugby. So I need to go in the Wheel of Names and get Diana McCombie on there. Nice one, Diana. It's 2 minutes to half past, so I've got time for one more of these. Looks like Motherwell, but sunny. Really? Does it? Doesn't it look like Motherwell last time I was in Motherwell? But that was the 90s. I've not been in Motherwell for a long time. I was kind of scared. Oh, there. If we'd got that far, that would have been the big clue. Rugby News Express. Wow, magic scissors. Awesome. Right, okay. Let's see where we're going next. On the old Where Am I? Okay, let's try this one. So, where are we now? Look at this building here. I think this is a church. I remember looking at this a few weeks ago and I was, look at our roof. And the rain runs down there. There's a pigeon, local pigeon. And then kind of drains down here and there. That's funny looking. Right, Rabat, Stockholm, Milan, Prague, Turin, Osaka, Rome, Iceland, Minsk. Nah, none of these places. Let's see, let's go along here a little bit. Dalgety Bay, Tromso, Oslo, Reykjavik, Poznan, Knock, Rotterdam, Reykjavik, Largs. No. Quite nice buildings there, kind of old-fashioned fronting. Rotterdam, Oslo, Tallinn, Knock, Bruges, Bergen, Vaduz, Tallinn, Vienna, Antwerp. I don't think most of you are getting the country so far. Right, Paris is definitely the country. It's France, but where about? It's not Paris. So that's the church. A funny looking place. Bruges, Riga, Colmar, Bratislava, Strasbourg. Nah. It's in France, right? So what we got? Lyon, Catan, Riga, Rennes, Lille, Perpignan, Annecy, Lille, Carcassonne, Bordeaux. Oh, better weather down this end of the square. Chamonix, Tours, Nice, Nancy, Bordeaux, Cannes, Lille, Dijon, Saint-Etienne. Apologies if you've put the right answer in and I've not seen it. I can't look in two different places all the time. So I'm reading out the ones I can see. Rennes, Lourdes, Nantes, Calais, Burgundy, Lourdes, Annecy. Since 1912, that's been there. Oh, look at that. Marcel, but with a moustache. That's brilliant. That's the restaurant I'd go to. Bayonne, Perpignan, Brest. That's sort of... Is it closer? No, not really. Valais, Amiens. It's historical. It's a historical place. It's been an answer to one of my questions, certainly at one point. Yeah, that's right. We have I think you were meaning Rouen there, Robin, and then Gary Palmer's right behind you with Rouen. Rouen. So I'll put you both on the wheel because I think Robin was first, and I think you meant Rouen, but Gary Palmer was first to get it properly right. So I'll put you both on the wheel for that. Robin and Gary Palmer. Yeah, it's Rouen. This is where Joan of Arc. This is the last thing Joan of Arc saw before she went up in flames as the flames rose to her Roman nose and her hearing aids started to melt. Can. I saw people saying can. Maybe that was you were looking at some signs. Looks all right. It's the old square. Rouen. So she was, I don't know if she was executed there. Probably, if that's the old square. Nice looking church. Right, that's taking us past 8:30. One more sneaky one. Well, I had 3 setups, so I'll do the last one, Maz, right? I wasn't going to because I'm over time and I need to get set up for 9 o'clock, but let's do the last one real quick, seeing as you asked. So let's have a look. Where's the last one? Must be this one. What's this? All right, I remember. Yeah, it's like a French York. Yeah. You reckon it's ugly, church? See, I quite like that. Just something a bit different. I like the modern church architecture usually. I think somebody will get this pretty fast. It's the sort of place that people just know. Boston, Toronto, Caracas, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Boston, Singapore. Oops. Salt Lake City, Mexico City, Philadelphia, Boston, Salt Lake City, New York. Hey, Diana has got Vancouver. Diana's doing it again. Nice one. What I cannot guarantee is that you were the first, but the first one I saw, so you go on the wheel for that. And then I'm just going to go up a little bit from where you were, just see if anyone got it ahead of you. Because it is the sort of place that people know. Right. No, I don't think so. I think you were the first. Yeah. Good stuff, Diana. Right, that's it for now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just sign off just now. Now, if you're expecting me to spin the wheel at this time, I know I was doing that before, but for Friday, because I do the quiz again at 9 o'clock, with all different questions to get on the wheel, same quiz, same main quiz, but different questions to get on the wheel. I put all the names on the wheel. I'm going to do all the spinning after the 9 o'clock quiz, so that'll be round about 10:30, 20 past 10:30, and all the prizes will get dealt out at that time. Okay, so you're welcome to come back, or you can come back for the whole quiz, or just come back for the spin, or just wait and see. I'll get in touch with you if you won. Unless you're a winner who hasn't won before, in which case, keep an eye on the Facebook page. If you're not a member of the Facebook page or the Facebook group, get yourself on that, because it's quite good. Occasionally entertaining. And also, the typos tonight, there were a couple actually, but it kind of slipped past. The typo police weren't in force. Thank you, Richard. I hope you enjoyed the pub quiz versus politics. That's all the main parties had a shot now. I suppose, I mean, should I ask Alba? Should I ask Alba if they want to put someone up? Does Alba count? I mean, they've got an MP, they've got a couple of MPs now, haven't they? Suppose I should ask them on to do pub quiz versus politics, you know? He's got 67. Yeah, good score. Anything over 60 is superb, as ever. I'm going to give you the link to upload your scores one last time. Here it is. Score upload. Copy. Paste. I don't know if Samad himself would do this, but there must be some Alba Party people who would. So far, it's the SNP guy who's most likely to get elected out of the people we've had on. But I got an SNP woman next Friday who's doing Edinburgh South. Katrina McDonald, I think. And I've got a Liberal on Monday, I think. I don't think I've got Wednesday booked for next week. Well, they have MPs, that's the thing, because a couple of sitting MPs have defected to Alba. So they have MPs in the House of Commons. So, you know what I mean? No elected MPs, yeah, different thing. But yeah, I know what you mean. Get the Russians to fund him on it. Yeah, I mean, he's got his own sort of channel with 20 million people anyway. It's going to be interesting, the whole Alba thing. Okay, I'm going to get out of here because I need to reset and get this all set up. Totally eliminate the typos in time for 9 o'clock and then do the quiz at 9 o'clock. Remember, great prizes tonight, including the crazy box of madness. That'll all be getting spun right about 10:30, and I'll put the results up on Facebook. I'll put the scores up on Facebook as well later on. Also, if you get the top of their Edinburgh list on I'm Definitely Out, the idea is that being a dick is just being working class is horrific. I don't know who you mean. Who's the top of their Edinburgh list? I mean, I've not looked into their stuff so far. I've not really looked at the Alba thing at all. I was just going for the 5 kind of what you would call main parties at the moment. But now that we've had everybody on, let me just put his score in actually. And then, what did he score? He scored 37. It's pretty good. It's better than the SNP actually. So 37. I've got my scoreboard here. I'm just updating it. Then put it into order. Right, very good. Okay, I'm going to show you this. Actually, that'll be good because I can cut it into the video when I cut it. So stop that. Well done to everybody who got Where Am I Tonight? And we had Rugby, Rouen and Vancouver Nice. Right here, check this out. This is scores at the moment. So this is the new scores at the moment. Labour now go into third place, just ahead of the SNP. Thanks to Graham Downey tonight. Great score by him and for the Labour Party. So all the main 5 parties have had one shot now so far. Green Party at the top, 51. Lib Dems right behind them. That was a great showing by Chuckademus, their candidate for Musselburgh and North Midlothian. Charles, better known as Chuckademus. Graham Downey for Aberdeenshire East, 37. SNP, 36. That was your Musselburgh man the other night. I need to learn the names. All the names are kind of blurred into one. Darren Watt for the Tories the other night. Great guy. Standing in Cowdenbeath. Absolutely crazy. So we had a Tory from Cowdenbeath and a Labour guy from Aberdeenshire East. It's like, they are the man on the moons. The men on the moons. Who won Deadpool? I was saying earlier, Marion, I've not sorted that out yet. There's not necessarily a winner. Somebody has to have picked somebody who's died during the month. So that not necessarily happened. Said Ruon, but didn't send. Drats. Well, that's just the first round. You see, I'm going to give them all, like, I'm hoping to get them all on 3 times. That's my target, right? So the points will add on. So, you know, Green's in a strong starting position. In fact, twice the amount of points of the Tories. It's those last few questions. If you get the 8, 9, and 10 right, you're flying. Our guy tonight, Graham Downey, he got the 9-point question right, but he missed out the 8 and the 10. Aye, the ones making the noise, Richard. There'll be all sorts of types of people just lurking. Anyway, I better get off because I've got to get back on in about 10 minutes. So I'll see you all later. Please upload your scores if you haven't before. One more time. And thanks very much to those who have donated and do donate just to keep this show on the road. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it also if anyone, I know you do, but you share that quiz, tell some friends about it. Great stuff. Thank you very much. Okay, I might see you later. If not, I'll see you Monday. If not, I'll see you next week. And good night. Thanks for playing the quiz. Good night.